Hello kids, how are you doing today? Welcome to another numeracy class. So yesterday, remember, we talked about we told you that we are now under the series of division, and we started with division by 2. And the first thing we treated under the division by 2 is sorting numbers into groups of 2 using the method of counting and also the advanced method of your idea or knowledge of multiplications table. Now, we said we'll be continuing today, and what we'll be continuing on today is dividing higher two-digit numbers by 2. Now, when we say higher two-digit numbers, we're actually talking about numbers that you might not be able to find them on your multiplications table for you to tell what the answer of the division of a particular number is, because that number, it cannot be found on the multiplications table as a dividend. So as a number that can be divided on the multiplications table. So now you have to use a particular method, and which is the method we'll be showing to you here. We actually talked about the method in when we're talking about when we're treating the division by 4. So today we will also want to look at it, which is the division by 2, that is division of higher two-digit numbers by 2. Let's bring it up again and also advance it in knowledge. So sit back and keep your concentration high. Yes, now we are in the lesson proper. Now we are looking at division of higher two digits by 2 without a remainder. Higher two digit by 2 without a remainder, that is, the higher two digit would have to be an even number, that is, for it to have to be without a remainder. So division of higher two digit numbers by 2 without a remainder. How do we do this? Now, bigger numbers can be divided by 2 without a remainder. Bigger numbers can be divided by 2 without a remainder. Now, when we say bigger numbers, that is numbers that you won't find definitely on the multiplications table. Let's look back at the multiplications table. Now, look at the multiplications table here and see the multiples of 2 here. That is the numbers that can be divided by 2 here. You can see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Your multiplications table here gets to multiply 2 from 0 to 12. It gets to multiply 2 from 0 to 12. So the greatest multiple, that is number that you can see here that can be divided by 2, is 24 from 2. So it means that when you have numbers beyond this 24, we will call it higher two-digit numbers. That is big numbers that you cannot use the idea of multiplications table to just divide straight up. So this is what we do. Everything all still works together for the progress. Now let's say this is what you do. So like we said before, that bigger numbers can be divided by 2 without a remainder. That is, bigger numbers that can actually be divided by 2 without a remainder. But when we say bigger numbers, we actually mean bigger numbers, that is bigger even numbers. That is even numbers are numbers that can be divided by 2 without a remainder. So bigger numbers can be divided by 2 without leaving a remainder, and they are even numbers. Now examples of these is 1. 42 divided by 2. Another example we want to look at as well to see how 2 can divide a higher two-digit number without a remainder is 84 divided by 2. Now let's note this. To solve the problems, take these steps as shown below. To solve the problems, take these steps as shown below. Now, what are the steps you need to take when dividing a higher two-digit number by 2? 1. Dividing the digits under the tens first. You know where the tens place value of any number is. That is the first number in a two-digit number, the first number by the left. So dividing the digit under the tens first by 2 and write your answer under tens. Then the second thing is you move on dividing the digits under the units by 2. and write the answer under the units column. So this is what you do. So those are the steps you take. Now we are going into it proper to see how we do them. Yes, this is how we do them. So let's look at the first one, which is 42 divided by 2. 42 divided by 2. So we can write it out first. Maybe 42 divided by 2. 42 divided by 2. So remember, when we are dividing now this 42, we divide the okay, let's make this bigger. Now let's divide the tens first, which is the 4. Now the 4, we divide it by counting 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's divide it by 2. That's 1, 1, 2. That's 1, then 1, 2. So how many groups of 2's that we have here? We have 2. So for the next one, which is 1, 2. So let's divide by 2. That will be 1, 2. So how many groups of 2 do we have here? 1. So therefore Therefore, 42 divided by 2, look at the two numbers. We have 2, we have 1. So 42 divided by 2 is 2, 1. And 2, 1 is what? 21. That is your answer. You can see how simple it is. Just the same way we treated this when we're dividing by 4. So let's do the next one, which is 84 divided by 2. 84 divided by 2, let's write it out. 84 divided by 2. So remember, what do we do first? The tens first, and in the tens case here we have the 8. So let's treat the 8 first. So let's count 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then okay, so let's divide the 8 first. That's divided by 2. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. So how many groups of 2 is there? 4. Then we divide the units, which is the 4 here. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4 divided by 2. That'll be 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. So that's 2. Therefore 84 divided by 2 is 42. 42. So that is how to divide a higher two-digit number by 2, which would also still apply the same way when we are dealing with 3 and even 5. So that is how you divide higher two-digit by 2. So remember, you watched also the internet videos that will be posted along with these videos, these lesson videos, so that you can have additional knowledge of these. So we'll be continuing with this tomorrow. Until then, keep practicing, keep studying, and take good care of yourself. Bye.